Deep inside our economy, there's this high stakes conflict brewing, and it has nothing to do with left versus right. Nope. This is a fight between two very different kinds of power players who operate by completely different rules. So let's break down this hidden battle, the capitalists versus the oligarchs.
So what is the real difference anyway? I mean, both groups have immense economic power, right? But their relationship with the law could not be more different. And getting a handle on that one distinction, well, that's the key to unlocking some of the biggest political tensions of our time. Okay, so let's get right to the heart of the conflict. This isn't just about how much money someone has. It's about two fundamentally different ways of looking at the rule of law itself. And here it is, the fundamental divide. A true capitalist, well, they thrive when the law is like a stable, impartial referee. It's the bedrock of their success. But an oligarch, they see the law as just another tool, something to be bent and manipulated for personal gain, all through their political connections. So what's in the capitalist toolkit? It's all about one thing: predictable rules. And look, this isn't about them being good guys. It's just smart self-interest. Think about it. You can't make huge, long-term investments if you don't trust that contracts will be enforced. You can't compete if the rules can be suddenly changed for a rival with friends in high places. For them, a fair system is a profitable system. Now let's flip that and look at the oligarchs' playbook. They don't want predictable rules. They want pliable rulers. Their power doesn't come from out-innovating the competition, but from using their political muscle to just eliminate it. They get monopolies, they silence their critics, and they defend their fortunes with powerful friends, not better products. So this brings up a huge question. How does a successful capitalist, a market player, turn into a rule-breaking oligarch? It doesn't happen overnight. It's a process, a really dangerous transformation that can happen in just about any advanced economy. This whole transformation really happens in two key steps. First, you see industries start to concentrate power. Before you know it, only a few giants are left standing. And suddenly, with no real competition, it's way more profitable to lobby the government than it is to actually innovate. And that's when step two kicks in. The whole focus of the leadership shifts. The goal isn't to win in the market anymore. It's to rewrite the rules of the market itself. And right there, that's the crucial turning point. The very rule of law that was once the foundation for their success, it becomes an obstacle. It's just a nuisance that needs to be weakened or dodged or totally rewritten to protect their spot at the top. The moment that happens, the transformation is complete. Okay, so why should any of us care about this fight between elites? Because believe me, it doesn't stay in the boardroom. This conflict spills out and has a very real, very tangible human cost for all of us. There is an old proverb that just nails it perfectly. When elephants fight, it's the grass that gets crushed. In this fight, we're the grass. So who exactly is getting trampled here? Well, the price is paid by almost everyone. It's paid by workers, whose wages just stop growing. It's paid by consumers, who end up paying higher prices for everything. And taxpayers, we're left footing the bill for bailouts and special favors. But maybe the highest cost of all is the loss of something priceless: our collective trust that the system is even fair anymore. You see, this is the double whammy for the average person. First, as the system gets rigged, economic opportunity just dries up. And then, as political power is used to protect that rigged system, our freedoms start to shrink right along with it. In all of this, it's all building towards a really dangerous final stage. When that line between economic power and state power blurs completely, the political consequences can send a society down a very, very dark path. This drift, it often follows a predictable pattern. A society might start with a fair system, but then, as wealth gets concentrated in fewer hands, the rule of law starts to crumble. It warps from an impartial safeguard for everyone into a weapon for insiders. And that decay creates the perfect vacuum for authoritarianism to take hold, promising order while it quietly builds a system that just sucks wealth from the many for the benefit of the few. And this is where we get to the central irony in this whole situation. The oligarchs' quest for absolute control, it ends up killing the golden goose. By destroying fair competition and the rule of law, they choke the very economic dynamism that created their wealth in the first place. It's a totally self-defeating endgame. So, what's the ultimate takeaway here?
The real red flag for any society, the thing to watch out for, is when business success stops being judged by innovation and starts being judged by how much dominance you have over the political system. That is the moment of maximum danger.
Which leaves us with a final and honestly a pretty unsettling question to think about. Once that line is truly blurred and a society is way down this path, how hard is it to get back? Is there even a way to restore a system of fair, impartial rules that apply to everyone? That's definitely something worth thinking about.